So think about it. There has to be a whole scheme, a whole strategy behind the scenes on how these entities are going to feed, because it's a large organization. It's not something that's just like, I need one, I need no, we this is who they serve. You understand? Like how we serve the Most High God, this is who they serve. And when they ask for whatever it is they ask for, like just like in the movie where, like, the boy was like, I want to forget that I abandoned my family and stuff like that. And so in order for me to do that, he had to sacrifice the girl or something, right? The same way. So it's like an exchange. You give me this, I give you that. Usually is money, fame, fortune, things like that. A swap of consciousness, because they choose not to heal, so they're overwhelmed with the diabolicalness that they have performed. And so I want to be clear about this. I don't feel pity for these people. You could go heal though. Like you could choose to heal and overcome that, but like there's so many things for us to heal, for us to choose to do something different, that like, no, I don't feel pity for that type of behavior, especially specifically when it comes to children. So now let's go back to the scenarios, right? So the one example that I was speaking to earlier was about how they have the I think it's called, what is it called? It's like hunters. Like they go hunt down people who have usually like the single mothers, right? People who don't have a lot of people around them, right? So people who basically won't be missed if they go missing, because they're usually by themselves, right? So like that's why I was one of those targets, because first of all, my family was part of the diabolicalness, right? So it was like, who's gonna look for you type of scenario. So usually they target people who are by themselves, women with their children. They like purity, vitality. And I was speaking about this earlier, like not today, but like months back. The thing is that when we start speaking about this, that we are awakening and these are things that are happening, we look crazy. We look crazy about these things, but as time has passed by, more and more missing children are going missing, right? Even some families, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just not gonna say that. But the point is that they have a system. The system is they'll have the boy that looks, usually this, and I have nothing against gay people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have anything against that. All good with me. Now these people are not like, let's say there's a man that comes towards you, they're looking for a woman. These men are not straight men. They're usually like trisexual, right? So this is why, yeah, they're trisexual. They'll try anything, right? When I say anything, I mean anything. So I say this because they'll come in with like the upstanding citizen type of status. Like I'm an upstanding citizen. I take care of my bills. I take care of my house. I want to have a relationship. Blah 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 blah. And then what they do is they lure you in. They lure you in. They'll gain your trust. And they like the women with the children, because the children is what this entity feeds off, right? They like vitality. Plus, in these secret societies and occult things, but specifically the one that targets chosen individuals, it's such a bigger thing with the children, because with the children, there's something that they can do, a substance that they can abstract out of the children once traumatized, that gives youth once consumed. I hope this doesn't, I don't care, but yeah, this is a little intense. So they do that, right? That's one of the schemes with the relationship scams through like the social dating websites and all that stuff. So just to be mindful with women that are single, who have children, be careful. Specifically during these times, there's a spiritual war that is happening, and it's not being televised on the TV. I think Donald Trump said it last year at some point. He said, the next World War, it's going to be energetically. And so it's happening right now. I wanted to, there are other forms that these people do this as well. Oh, I want to tell you what they do once they, should I say that? Yeah, I'll say it. So usually, let's say you're like you're just a female, and you like your boyfriend, the person portraying to be your boyfriend. They'll invite you, out of the state, sometimes to another country, right? And so usually to a wooded area, or like where the swamps, like the bayous in Mississippi, around like that, or the bayous in Texas, I think it is, the swamps in Texas as well. Places where are like that, like movie type of thing, like swamps, bayous, things like that. And they'll do whatever it is that they do when they have you in their presence, and they're able to execute whatever plan it is that they need in order to feed you to these entities, to make you a sacrifice. So these are very real things that are happening. And because I've experienced it, my duty is to expose it. So it's a big corruption type of thing. And so these unalivings are made to look like, the person committed suicide on their own, or they drowned, or they had an overdose, or they died from natural cause, right? Because some ways that they do this is that they'll put things in your food and your drink, and then you look like you went ahead and did it on yourself. So I needed to bring this out and about and expose it, because, well, that's my job. And so if this resonates with anybody, or you feel like anybody could use it, specifically women who are on dating websites, this is the time to heal, to be honest with you. So share it. Not for me, but so that somebody might need this message, you understand? I'll be back later with more.